You've got a strategic choice here. What do you do? So I'm black. I played b5 and white played e5. So this move on paper, I mean, from first look, it looks really good, right? So you push the pawn attacking my knight. If I ever take this pawn, white takes knight. If I take with the knight, dark square bishop comes in here attacking the rook, and the rook has no squares. So I decide to give up the rook here, and I take, and after bishop a7, you've got a strategic choice. But what is the right answer? You've got many options here, right? You can just move your bishop, bishop takes, queen takes, you lose the exchange, but you've got a pawn and a bishop. And also you've got the other option, which is rook b7 and bishop takes and bishop takes. You've probably got some other option here as well, was bishop b7, but either way, you can break this down into two things. Do you want the dark squared bishop or do you want the light squared bishop? And this is actually extremely important because there is only one answer that actually makes sense. So pause this before I give you the answer. 3, 2, 1. All right. So the answer is rook b7. And after takes, what I quickly realized here is actually I'm not down in exchange. I am down in exchange in terms of material, but these squares are extremely valuable, and I'm so close to threatening some discovered checks here, and there's no squares that that white can really go to. And so what happens here is white goes f4 to see if they can, open up a square for the king, give it a little bit more space, and also now knight f3 doesn't work because a bishop takes, queen takes. You're defending that square twice, rook for two pieces. But this is where things get quite interesting. And what I should have played here is actually knight c4, because actually I can be a little bit slower than I first thought. I thought I could try and go for some really aggressive lines here with takes, and then see if I can go bishop queen d7 and start going in. But actually, you can be slower here. White, although it has is the exchange up, the king is just so weak along this line and this line, and we have a great dark square bishop, which is going to come in. We've got these moves, and we can actually really start breaking in. I played knight h5, which is not the best move, but you can see how tricky it is. Look how fast this evaluation bar is moving. This is -3 for black, and that just really shows what's possible. And now here I played e5, which I think is still fine. Break things open up the line for my queen, and you can start to see that it gets a little bit messy here. Now, what the best move here was after bishop c5. Again, this looks pretty traditional, where you're attacking the rook. Maybe you get to swap off some queens. But actually, you don't want to swap off queens in a position where you are so aggressive here, really attacking the king side. I have so many options here. I've got queen c7, queen c8, I've got queen a8 opening up this line, or at least doubling down on this line. But I played queen g5, which looks good, where I'm attacking this pawn and then get the rook d8 after. But the problem is that there is one defense by white, and that's queen g4. And here, I have to take this queen. I have to swap queens or lose another exchange. And if after queen takes, the knight is under attack and the rook is under attack. So these positions are extremely sharp. But here, the correct move here was just a simple queen c7. And actually, you can give up the second exchange, and that's because you can play e4 here. And this is really, really crushing. And what's incredible here is that, if you start getting greedy with bishop takes g7, and remember, I've lost 2 rooks and a bishop here, it's no good, because after queen g3, king h1, e3, this is a game-winning attack on the king, and white really can't even give up pieces to continue this position. Crazy kind of strategic game, but it does show the value of these light squared bishops when you fianchetto. If you lose this bishop, it can get very, very dicey.